The Instigator, the spy weapons sets bow, if you will. It's actually pretty cool. It's got camo on it, black and red. The aesthetic is nice and clean, and I was impressed with this weapon, kind of, because right away you can see that its bonus is charging the bow past full, which takes about 2.5 seconds just eyeballing it. Will make the target take 20% extra damage for 10 seconds, which is tough to activate, seeing as you're gonna have to wait over 2 seconds to charge it, and it's only really going to be worth it against big enemies. So the only time that I ever thought this would be useful is in one instance you could hit a miss monster with it, then switch to another weapon. But if you really want to charge up this bow for a 20% extra damage, you might as well have just been shooting them for that 2 extra seconds, because I think that would have made up for the time to kill. And that's pretty much the only like real world out and about situation I could find that would even be useful. If a smasher is destroying your base and walking through your trap tunnels, then a 20% extra damage increase from all of your traps affecting it would actually be a really great deal. And I think that bonus could be great as a support role. But this weapon isn't actually good for much else, because there's not any area of effect, which is extremely important if this is going to be a primary weapon. Stoneheart Farah can chain to other enemies, but every bow gets that bonus, and other weapons like the vacuum tube bow or the boom bow are a lot better at hitting multiple targets at once, so that can be kind of okay if you want. And this did impress me with its fire rate. We do have a reload perk on this one, is reload, crit rating, crit damage, and damage on that. I think that's a great all-around perk choice. We'll talk about that in a second. But with a reload perk on it, it actually drew really, really fast and was extremely accurate, and I was really, really impressed with it in that respect. Of course, since it doesn't have area of effect damage, it's kind of a meh choice as a primary weapon. So that's kind of the lowdown as for this weapon. It's really fast, really accurate. I really enjoyed using it as a bow, but it didn't have any area of effect, so I think its only use for me is going to be smashers, etc. inside of trap tunnels is probably going to be your best bang for your buck if you want to use this weapon at all. So as for the best perks for this weapon, well, it depends on how you want to use it. Seriously, if you're just trying to use it as a supporting perk, I would somewhat recommend making it do low damage just so everything can take 20% extra damage, but what's the point of doing less damage right now just so they can take more damage later? So the best all-around perks, I think, would be reload, crit rating, crit damage, just to have a nice spread there. However, reload triple damage would be the most consistent. However, kind of, you know, you'll do more damage per shot on average, but you'll do less damage overall in the long run. Do away with the reload perk and just have crit damage, crit rating, crit damage, crit rating, which isn't my favorite way to run it. You would get about a 50% chance to do a ton of. And then, of course, you could, if you're going to be running totally rocking out on this build, then crit rating, double crit damage, and then, you know, a reload perk would probably be the best way to go. I don't like to run totally rocking out in my videos because totally rocking out makes everything look good, and it's not a way that I like to run it. However, I know a lot of people like totally rocking out, and this thing can have 2 crit damage perks on it, which would be a great way to go. Energy is just a nice default perk. It is going to be energy by default, and it's the cheapest always to just keep it as it is. So what do I think of this weapon? I don't know. It's a great support weapon in theory, but I don't think 20% extra damage is going to be putting it in my personal loadouts anytime soon. If you're a lower level and you like your traps to do 20% extra damage and you want to target some, you know, smashers, that could be really good. This could be an extremely good late game endurance weapon to be used on smashers, etc., or, you know, anything that's just getting through your tunnels that could take extra damage. That's definitely a good way to go. A full team using this would be nice and fun, but yeah, another week, another bow. I think this has been 7 new weapons coming to the shop in a row that are all been bows. If there has been a normal weapon that's brand new that came through the weekly items shop that hasn't been a bow in the last 7, please let me know, because if I have forgotten about it, then I want to remember a time when we weren't just getting new bows. I am as happy as the next guy that we finally have some event weapons in the shop here. I'm so happy about the spy weapons. These are very, very cool weapons. In fact, as a nice little update for you guys who care, I just got a slowed and snared sprayer and a Trinity today, so I'm very, very I'm having a good time. All right, I'm getting some good weapons from this set, and they are very, very fun weapons in general. I'll link all my spy weapons in the description below. But I'm kind of, I'm tired of getting bows, Epic. Please give us something new. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this new bow. Good, bad, use it, don't use it? Is it good for the collection book? Or what do you think? Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.